Copper-Plated Adam, and today I have the PSA Dagger. Now, this is not your typical dagger, as you can see. This is the SW1 slide, and that means that it comes with some slide cutouts here, came with an optics mount, and then it came with a threaded barrel and suppressor height sights. Now, we wanted to have a little bit of fun with this thing, so what I did was I actually did some upgrades to it. So we went ahead and put a Faxon Firearms compensator on it to help with some recoil. We put a Vortex Venom on there, and we put an Apex tactical Glock trigger in there for the Gen 3 model. And I gotta say, this was a fun video to make, and this was a lot of fun shooting. We put about 1,000 rounds through this thing, and we had some pretty interesting results. First off, this is the SW1 slide. Now, what that means is that it has these slide cutouts. Now, these slide cutouts, on top of looking cool, they also do kind of have a function. They reduce the mass of the slide, and with the reduction in mass, you've got less reciprocating mass, which means that you should have a little bit less recoil. Now, how much of a difference does it actually make? I don't know. But we went ahead and we put a compensator on it anyway to help with recoil. Since it came with a threaded barrel, figured what the heck, might as well do that, and believe me, it actually made a pretty big difference. Now, you'll notice that I have the Vortex Venom on here. So the SW1, you can get it either with an RMR footprint or you can get it with the Doctor Cut footprint. Now, the RMR version, that one comes ready to mount directly onto the slide, a Holosun or an RMR type red dot. The Doctor Cut one, that is for the Burris Fastfire and the Vortex Venom mostly. The Hex Dragonfly, which is a Springfield optic, that also fits the same footprint. So right out of the gate, you can get one of those two options, and that will cover most of your red dot needs, most of the common ones. It is nice that you can bolt it directly onto the slide, which helps it sit lower, and you can actually co-witness quite well with these sights. So let's say red dot fails, you can still use these backup suppressor height sights, which, hey, bonus. One less thing to worry about, and, you know, kind of an insurance policy on it. So on top of the two upgrades that I personally did with putting the red dot on here and the compensator, I also wanted to upgrade the trigger. Now, the trigger on the original dagger, the trigger that it comes with, I mean, it's fine, but if you want to shorten up that reset, the Apex Gen 3 one is a great way to do that. Also, it eliminates a lot of that creep and makes for a nicer break. I think this one, I can't remember for sure, but I think it took about 1 pound off the trigger pull, and it just made it a lot more crisp and made the reset a lot better. I gotta say, it's a great improvement on this, but it's not necessary. It's just something that I wanted to add to it, and I'm gonna be getting a different slide as well for this. And I'm just going to keep the same frame, and I'm going to actually put a carry cut version of the slide with the RMR optic cut on it. It will have a threaded barrel, but I'm not going to put a compensator on it. I'm actually going to use it as my carry gun, and I'm going to put a Holosun 507C with the, I think it's the X2. All right, so $1 million question, or the $299 question. How did it do? Surprisingly well. PSA is known for getting out good quality optics at an affordable price, and the things usually just work. So it's no different in these daggers than it is with their ARs. I've had this thing, like I said, about 1,000 rounds through it, and I think we had 4 or 5 issues. A couple of them were right at the beginning. We had an issue with it not going into battery when I hit the slide release. and then we had a couple issues with on the cycling of it, but some of those were after the compensator was put onto it, and there is a disclaimer anytime you put a muzzle device on the end of a gun that it can cause some reliability issues.
Malfunction.
So I think that is what led to most of it, because half of those were after we put it on there, and we did shoot the majority of the rounds after the compensator was put on there. So I think that had a lot to do with it. I don't foresee me having any issues once I get the regular slide on there and am not messing with a muzzle device. So overall, the review process and the shooting process went pretty smoothly, but that was up until I took it apart for some cleaning after I had shot it quite a bit and noticed this. So as you can see, we did have an issue with the recoil spring assembly. When I went to clean this, I went to take the guide rod and recoil spring assembly out, and as I pulled it out, this had come out, yeah, not good, not cool, definitely not what I was looking for. However, PSA's got pretty good customer service. I emailed them with my problem, gave them my order number, all that jazz, and within 30 minutes I had a response, and within about 2 hours they had a brand new one on its way in the mail to me, and I got it about 2 days later. A little bit disappointed, but very happy that they made things right, and I do not anticipate having any issues with this. Could have been also what led to some of the feeding issues that we had, because with it being in that condition, I would not be surprised if that led to some issues. Hopefully no more issues in the future. Now, all that being said, would I recommend this gun? Yes, definitely I would. Right now you can get these frames for about 50 bucks, plus shipping obviously. And then they're doing a lot of sales on these slides actually. Now it will not have the carry cut. It will have these SW1 or any type of these kind of like cutout slides that are, you know, a little bit fancier, or allegedly a little bit fancier, but they are having sales on these for about 199 bucks right now. So if you were to get this on sale and this while it's on sale, I mean, that's 250 bucks plus tax and shipping. So you're looking at sub $300 gun, even right now. So like that's for this type of model with the cutout threaded barrel, versus their normally $300 for their standard. And I'm also going to continue doing testing on it, and as far as I can see, if I'm not having any more reliability issues and I don't have any more issues with this guy, it might transition into my full-time carry gun. With all that said, very impressed with this gun, especially at the price point. I think it does a very good job of fitting in that Glock clone kind of aftermarket do-all gun. Let me know what you guys think, what your experiences are with the Dagger. Been hearing a lot of good things out there and seeing a lot of good testing out there, but this one I just want to kind of make a fun little Gucci knockoff Glock, the poor man's Glock, if you will, and have some fun with it, and I think we did that. So let me know what you guys think, and we'll catch you later.
Not my best performance.
Yeah. Goes by pretty quick, don't it?
It does. It's a good gun.
Cool. That was intentional. I shot the chain.